Hi, welcome to Soul Whispers Tarot. I'm Karen and I'm back again with another pick a card reading. This reading is What is he or she thinking? So thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. It has really helped me to grow my channel and I really appreciate it. If you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. If you would like additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to those by clicking the link below this video. So for this reading, we have 4 sets of cards. Set of cards number 1 is the Unicorn Point Stone. Set of cards number 2 is the Purple Cluster Crystal Stone. Set of cards number 3 is the Amber. And set of cards number 4 is the Aura Quartz Point. So these are general messages, so take whatever resonates and leave the rest. Please don't try and make these individual messages fit into your individual situation if the messages aren't resonating. Overall, you must always follow your own intuition. So I'll give you a few moments to tune into the energies of the cards to see which set of cards resonates with you the most, and it's perfectly fine to feel drawn to more than one set of cards. Okay, so let's get into the reading. So this is set of cards number 1, which is the Unicorn Point. And this is the Santoro London Gorgeous playing cards, but I also have some of the messages from the Divine Masculine cards as well. So what is this person thinking right now? There's the 9 of Swords, the 3 of Swords in reverse, the 3 of Cups in reverse, the 5 of Cups, the 3 of Wands in reverse, the 5 of Pentacles, the 7 of Swords in reverse, the 4 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, and the King of Swords in reverse. I'm always thinking about you. This is true love. I want out. I need you. And I'm making the effort. So what is this person thinking? They're very worried that you've walked away from them. When I see this I want out card, I feel like that's you, the viewer. You walked away from this person because I do feel there was some kind of third-party situation. This person may have either chosen someone else or chosen some other lifestyle which didn't include you, or they just went in a different direction, or they chose fear over love. And now this person's having a lot of regrets. I do feel like you have walked away, and so this has really shaken this person. It's really shook them up. They have the 9 of Swords, so they're having a lot of sleepless nights about this. They're really worried that they've made mistakes, and they're really worried that you're not going to forgive them, or that they've completely ruined things and there's no chance in things going back to the way they were or progressing further. So a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of anxiety. This person may even be having some nightmares about this. I feel like they're dreaming about you. But yeah, the 3 of Cups in reverse is either a third-party situation in terms of they had these deep feelings for you, but then they started having feelings for someone else and they may have chosen someone else. Or it could be that this person is just someone that socializes a lot and goes out drinking and partying, and there's a sense of immaturity here, and they chose to kind of stay on that path rather than be more mature and commit to your relationship. But now they're feeling like those cups are, the contents is lost, because it's really interesting. There is the 5 of Cups as well. So obviously the 3 of Cups in the traditional tarot shows 3 cups. In the reverse position, they're upside down, those cups. So the contents has fallen out of the cups. The contents is lost. And in the traditional tarot for the 5 of Cups, it shows the person focused on 3 cups again that have spilt over and the contents are lost. And there's 2 cups still remaining upright behind them. So they're still hoping, they're holding on for hope that there's still going to be another opportunity with you. But they're having a lot of regrets. They're seeing mistakes they made, losses that happened because of that. They may have felt as though they were taking the easy path by avoiding you and avoiding that commitment, but really it's created a lot of loss for them, a lot of unhappiness, and they're just afraid that there isn't going to be another opportunity with you. Some of them, they're just very regretful for hurting you so much. Like, they may know that you are still holding on to the connection with them, but they're just very regretful and they're really sorry about how they hurt you, and they wish they could turn back time and take that back, but they know that they can't. And so they're going through a lot of emotional turmoil because they've really realized how much turmoil they put you through, whereas at the time they were too blinded to have the awareness of how their actions were going to affect you. So 3 of Wands in reverse. A lot of you stopped waiting for this person. Again, this goes along with this I want out card. So a lot of you were waiting for this person to commit or to step up or to mature. Some of you for a long time, and this person didn't do that. They chose another direction in whatever way. And so some of you walked away. Some of you felt like you'd had enough and you felt like this person was taking you for granted. And so you walked away, no longer waiting. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you are no longer stagnating. And so, yeah, they felt like you left them out in the cold. They felt like you walked away and created a separation. And they're feeling like really down about that. And some of you, it's like this is still very frustrating for you because you can't understand why this person couldn't see that that was what was going to happen. If they made like foolish decisions, or if they weren't regarding how you were feeling. I think some of you really felt like when they chose some other different direction, you really felt like this person was taking the piss. You may have realised that they'd kept you waiting around for a long time. It may have shattered like some false promises or something like that they were giving you. And you felt like you couldn't believe that this person was taking the piss that much. Like they may have been taking the piss throughout your connection, but that was just like taking the biscuit kind of thing. So you walked away. You felt a lot of loss yourself, a lot of mourning and a lot of grief. And it's almost like initially they didn't even fully realize what they'd done, what impact they'd had on you and on your connection. Like they were oblivious, like initially, because they thought that you would just come back again. They thought that, you would just sweep this was just going to be another thing that you were going to sweep under the rug and take in your stride. But no, a lot of you had had enough. And yeah, it's to do with this energy, the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's to do with some kind of deception. Maybe this person hid something from you, or they were just deceiving you in terms of giving you false promises, but kind of like dangling a carrot in front of you on a stick. And they were just procrastinating and going in circles and not fully doing the healing work. And in some cases it was because you were enabling them to do that. But yeah, I understand at the same time it's not like your responsibility what this person does with their life. But they're regretting this deception. Like the deception could literally have just been masks, and they were choosing to hide and run away through fear rather than coming forward. So for some that could literally be the energy of that deception, but they're regretting that. They're wishing they could go back and change that. They're wanting to get to the root of the problem and sort things out, put things right. They don't want to run away anymore. Because this card's about running away at the dawn of a battle. So just before a battle is going to take place, this person ran away. And so I feel for many of you, this represents that in order for them to commit, like they knew that it was time for them to make that choice to commit, but they knew that they would have to, you know, battle their own fears. They would have to step out of their comfort zone. They'd have to try and fight really hard to be open and vulnerable and, you know, stable whilst being vulnerable. And they didn't feel like they could be like that. And so that was the inner conflict that was going on. And so right before making the decision, right before facing that fear and taking the leap of faith, it's like some of them ran in the opposite direction. And then a lot of regrets about that. Because the Four of Wands, they really love you. They really did want this connection with you. But some of them, it's like they felt safer, like fantasizing about it and daydreaming about it from afar rather than actually getting real and truly being open and vulnerable and truly doing the work. For some, this is all talk and no action. But this is saying that they did, and they do really feel that you're someone really significant to them. Some of them feel as though you're their soulmate. Some of them did want this relationship as much as you did, but they just really, really didn't know how to overcome their fears. And Spirit is actually saying that for some of them, well, you know when you really want something, but then you either can't have it, or you feel like you can't have it, or you can't achieve something, or there's so many obstacles. Then it's like our ego can step in and we try and convince ourselves, oh, I don't really want that anyway. And yeah, we start telling ourselves we don't want that thing because we feel like we either can't have it, or it's such a struggle to try and achieve whatever we're wanting. And so Spirit is saying this is the case with this person. They felt that they couldn't overcome the obstacles, whatever those obstacles were. And so they started trying to convince themselves that they didn't want to be with you anyway. And that was to save them like major disappointment and devastation. So it's like the ego trying to protect them by saying they didn't want this connection anyway. And so that's why some of them looked in a different direction, and maybe some of them got with someone else because they were trying to soften like the blow of feeling that they couldn't be with you and they couldn't have this relationship. So, Six of Pentacles, they realised that there wasn't a balance of give and take in your connection. They realised how generous you were being with them, and they're really wanting an opportunity to be generous with you. They're wanting an equality of give and take. I mean, this is what this person is thinking, but I feel it's probably a totally different case in terms of whether they've actually healed and grown and have the confidence to actually take action on these things. They have realized so much these past few months, or ever since, there was some kind of separation between you. Spirit is saying this person just started to feel like devastated because they were hoping and dreaming for so long, and yet things weren't getting off the ground within your connection. And Spirit wants you to know it wasn't just a case of their free will and them deciding to be with you and then taking action and making it happen. It appeared that way, but this is all about an energetic dynamic, like the law of attraction. If someone isn't in alignment with their own self-love, or if they don't believe that they deserve love, or they feel unworthy, then they're out of alignment of being able to receive that love and give that love. That they're not in alignment. And for some of you, this was like a mirror connection. And so that was a reflection of yourself as well, like not being fully ready, even though you may have felt like you really were. So there's the 5 of Wands. Yeah, there was a lot of internal conflict within this person. This person feels as though they're still in the doghouse, or you're still angry at them. They're worried about confrontation. Like, this is one of their biggest fears, confrontation, because, that's basically people or you calling them out on their bullshit, on their lack of authenticity. And that's, challenging them to be more authentic and truthful and upfront. And I feel like this is this person's biggest fear, about being vulnerable and their true self. Because King of Swords in reverse, this is like a deceptive kind of energy. This is someone who has difficulties expressing their truth, has difficulties being assertive, may have experienced a lot of controlling and manipulative people in their life. They don't know how to have healthy boundaries. They don't know how to see clearly. They have a lot of negative self-talk and then a lot of negative thoughts, like that 9 of Swords energy, which really cloud their judgment. They can't see clearly. They can't see or feel their intuition because their thoughts, their negative thoughts, are blocking them. They don't feel good enough. They don't see themselves in a good enough light for your connection. But we have, I'm always thinking about you, and they are. That was the first card as well. 9 of Swords, sleepless nights. They're thinking about you all the time. And they have I need you directly after I want out, which I feel is your energy. You're like, sod this, and you were like in total disbelief. Like, you couldn't believe that this person was taking the piss that much and like playing with your emotions that much. And so you walked away, and then it's like they feel that they need you. They feel like this is true love. They may have realized that the hard way. If they chose a third-party situation in terms of choosing someone else romantically, they may have had to go through that in order to realize that your connection is true love. They may have needed that contrast in order to realize that. The final card is I'm making the effort. But I do feel that you have to be cautious with that. Like, this person may make effort, but still, if they're not in a good place within themselves, I feel like their efforts may still be in vain, or their idea of making the effort may not be your idea of them making the effort, but they may still not be stepping up in the way that you need them to. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and that it's been helpful. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me to grow my channel. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then the details are below this video in the description box. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 2, which is the purple cluster crystal. And we have the Oracle of the Radiant Sun and also the Before Tarot for your reading. So what is this person thinking right now? So there's decision in reverse. Quarrel. Generosity in reverse. Lust. Submission. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Wands in reverse. The World. The Empress in reverse. Strength in reverse. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. The Devil. The Page of Pentacles in reverse. And finally, the Hierophant. So I definitely feel this is about a third-party situation for some of you. For others, it could be you're wanting this person to make a decision, to make a commitment to you, but it's creating arguments. You're feeling as though you're giving more than what you're receiving. Smooth these down. But yeah, for some of you, this is about this person's already with someone else, or they may have chosen someone else over you. There is this Lust card and the World with the Lovers in the center. So this could even mean that you have a deep connection with this person. They weren't making a decision to commit to you, or they had to decide between two people, and they chose someone else. Through lust. The Devil can also be about seduction as well, and karmic relationships. But deep down, they're wanting like the conclusion to be them with you. Like you are the world to them. For some, this is saying that they are with someone else and they're finding it hard to free themselves from this other relationship or this other marriage, and maybe their spouse found out that something happened between them and you, or, you know, they may have like caught your person like looking at you on social media or spying on you. So this other person knows that your person wants to be with you and has a lot of desire to be with you, and that may have created a lot of arguments between them. So, you know, these energies can go several ways. Like, could have been an argument between you two because they had lust for someone else. But there is submission here as well. So it's like, that's like the Devil card. They're feeling stuck within some kind of commitment. Maybe they chose someone else and now they're feeling stuck. I do feel it's a karmic situation. I do feel like this was supposed to happen. Like with that decision in reverse, it appears like they just made a poor decision, but really it was something that was part of their soul contract that they had to experience. So a lot of triggering, a lot of arguments, a lot of internal conflicts would come up. In order for them to have an awakening, basically, in order for them to face these issues, these blocks within them. This person needs to create healthy boundaries for themselves. They may have really, really needed to learn that lesson. And so they're experiencing that in some kind of way with someone else. But for others of you, this could be that you are wanting them to commit to you, you're wanting to get married, but you know that they're not proposing to you, so it's creating tension, it's creating arguments. You're feeling like they're being stingy, that you feel like they're holding back. And you kind of feel stuck in this situation, like you don't know what to do. They may be worried that they're going to be stuck with you. I know this sounds harsh, but they may be worrying that you're going to be some kind of ball and chain kind of energy, and they're going to be this caged bird. Some of them, they may have had like lustful thoughts about someone else as a form of escapism if they feel trapped within your connection. But yeah, overall, this is definitely someone that's feeling stuck in an unhappy situation. The World. This could mean that you've had some kind of separation with this person, because this is the before tarot. And in the traditional tarot, it just shows the lady on her own. So you may have been in a relationship with this person, and then, you know, now this person's moved away and it's just you, like, in the picture. Or it could be that they need to, because the World is the final card, so it's about the conclusion. This may be the stages just before they split up with someone or have a divorce with their partner and free themselves. Yeah, there's definitely karmic cycles going on repeat here. This person's feeling stuck because they're not learning a lesson, but they're praying. Like, this person feels like they have to be very defensive. For some of them, if they are involved with someone else, they're not coming forward to you, even though they feel a lot of desire for you right now, because they feel like they have to protect you from this devil kind of energy, protect you from arguments. They don't want to drag you into the drama. This is someone who knows they have to stand their ground. They have to stick up for themselves. They have to fight for their freedom. But yeah, they are feeling stuck. The Two of Wands in reverse. Or they're afraid of being stuck. This is definitely a situation where they felt this person felt unhappy in some kind of relationship, but they felt stuck. But then they were daydreaming and fantasizing about someone else. They may have had an affair. That could have been with you, or you could have been the one that they cheated on, or something like that. And there may have been a farewell, or there needs to be a farewell. There could be children involved, or there could be an unwanted pregnancy because of that Lust card and the Empress in reverse. Maybe they're feeling stuck. Maybe they're feeling obligated because of a pregnancy, or just children involved. or the Empress in reverse, you know, it may not mean any of that. It may mean that there's someone there's a female in their life that's manipulating them. It could literally be their mother that's opposing your connection, and they're trying to free themselves from that. Or this could be their spouse that's trying to mother them and treats them like a child and kind of controls the relationship. Yeah, Strength in reverse. There's definitely someone that's trying to keep your person quiet. They're trying to, your person's trying to speak their truth, cut the ties, liberate themselves. But there's some female that's trying to close the lion's mouth. Is trying to shut this person up. Is trying to control and dictate what happens in the relationship. So the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They know that they've been investing like in the wrong things or the wrong relationship. They know, some of them feel like they have to still kind of work on that relationship and be in that commitment, even though it's not bringing them fulfillment. The seeds that they're planting aren't really growing. Which could be significant, you know, like I just said, the seeds aren't growing. So that could be like the Empress in reverse, like wanting children, wanting marriage, or, you know, and this person may not want that. Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this person feels obligated to keep being there for someone and offering. And maybe it's to do with money as well. Maybe someone's financially dependent upon them. This person's very like depressed. They're very down. They can't see clearly right now. Their judgment is severely clouded because they're under a lot of stress. So this is, you know, if you're feeling like this person's really distant from you, this is the reason why. They're very stressed. They're trying to survive. They're trying to, you know, stay afloat, keep their head above the water amongst all this drama and chaos and depression and really difficult circumstances. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and that it's been helpful. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me to grow my channel. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then the details to the sign up is below this video in the description box. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 3, which is the Amber. And this is the Morgan Greer Tarot. And we also have some messages from the Divine Masculine card as well. So what is this person currently thinking? Ace of Cups in reverse. The Tower. Judgment in reverse. The Three of Wands. The Ace of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands in reverse. The Ace of Wands. The Three of Swords. The Four of Pentacles. Justice in reverse. Let's make a fresh start. Please listen. I can see clearly now. I'm in a dark place. And I'm reprioritizing. So this person is thinking about some mistakes they made. They're having a lot of regrets. They felt as though they couldn't be their true selves. Like you were offering them this opportunity of new love, and the divine was asking them to step up. The divine was offering them this new beginning. I feel like it's a soul awakening, like a spiritual awakening or a heart awakening with that Ace of Cups. This person is not loving themselves. They don't see themselves in a good light. And your connection, I feel like you've been very nurturing. I feel like this is an intense, like catalytic connection where you're designed to open each other up and awaken each other to basically remembering who you truly are as a soul, like your infinite identity. I feel like this person has got too caught up in seeing themselves in a really negative kind of way. They've gone through life experiencing difficult circumstances. I feel like they've experienced bullying, manipulation, people really eating away at their self-esteem. Like this person really believed that their worth was dependent upon what other people thought of them. And so when, you know, this has been going on for years before you even met this person. So Spirit wants you to know that whatever abandonment or rejection that you felt from this person, they want you to know that it wasn't personal. When you met this person, they've also been through so much abandonment and rejection that they just really were not emotionally in the right place to be able to give and receive love. They had a closed heart, and that was to try and protect themselves. Like they didn't want to look inwards. They didn't want to open their heart because that means they would have to, you know, open up that can of worms of all these feelings coming out. Not, you know, not just the love, not just the happiness, but it means all the painful and difficult emotions come out as well, because when our heart opens, it means everything that's blocking it from opening fully comes up to the surface as well. So the Ace of Cups in reverse, it's like everything that was bottled up is like suddenly pouring out of this person's heart. They felt all over the place. Emotionally, they just felt completely insecure. They really didn't have any like peace within themselves. So yeah, the Tower, they really feel as though this connection has turned their life upside down. It's created a lot of chaos, but it's because of a spiritual awakening, the Judgment card, but they couldn't see that clearly because they've been in this darkness. It's like these are the walls that were around their heart. They were in a lot of darkness. They couldn't see themselves clearly. A poor self-image or a lot of pessimism or a lot of heartbreak and distrust when it comes to relationships. So they were holding on to their comfort zone for dear life. And many of you felt like it was really personal, but it really isn't. They're afraid of you judging them. They've experienced a lot of harsh judgment throughout their life. And so that's why they had walls up even, you know, way before you even met this person. And now they're thinking that they're really worried that they've hurt you so much, that you've walked away and that you're not going to come back. They feel like they created an injustice for you. There may have been a severe imbalance, a give and take. Like this person, it wasn't because they didn't want to give back to you. They literally couldn't. They were not in that energetic vibration of self-love to be able to give or receive love in a healthy way. So they're thinking that you gave them this amazing opportunity. You gave them your heart. You wore your heart on their sleeve. You tried to offer them peace and nurturing and understanding, and you gave them a lot of comfort, but they still had these walls up. They feel that they know that that really hurt you. I feel like you had enough, like you couldn't give any more because it was eating away at your self-esteem. Because you too had the same core wound as this person, believing that your worth is dependent upon what other people think of you, namely this person. You were very, very afraid of rejection, and I feel like you kept feeling rejected over and over and over again. But the reason why you two came together is because you both had this core wound of heartbreak, worrying too much about what people think and basing your worth on other people's opinions. And so that was one of the main reasons why you aligned with each other. But I do feel it is a deep soul connection. And so you've both triggered these abandonment wounds within each other. You may have felt like this person abandoned you because they weren't committing to you. But they were so afraid of you abandoning them that, that they didn't even allow themselves to fully open their heart, or they couldn't fully open their heart because they had a lot of trauma, like mental trauma from their past. Those swords represent the mind and perception. So it was those thoughts from their past that was really hurting their heart. Their heart couldn't heal as long as they had a lot of negative thoughts. And it's illusions, because these are clouds. They couldn't see themselves clearly. They couldn't see that they are worthy of love and that they're lovable. So they had a lot of self-judgment, which meant it was very scary for this person to take a leap of faith, to open their heart. Because they had a lot of heartbreak going on, emotionally within themselves. To me, the heart is the gateway to our soul's truth and our intuition. So they couldn't feel their intuition because their thoughts were just drowning out any intuition that was coming up. So to me, this is like the universe or spirit was communicating with this person. The universe was giving them this opportunity, and they just didn't know how to receive you. They didn't know how to connect with you. They think that they're not good enough, and so love came into their life to break down their walls. And so they would have this major awakening, and they are, but they're still in resistance. They think that you're judging them really negatively now. They feel as though you've put a wall up now and that you've withdrawn this love that you're giving to them. They're waiting for you to return. They're hoping that you're going to return. They're waiting for that ship to come in. They're waiting for an opportunity to be able to give you an offer. You offered them your heart. They want to give you an offer now. I feel like they're still in this place of heartbreak. They're still in a dark place. They've still got walls up, holding on tightly to their comfort zone, but they're wanting to offer you something, maybe some communication, maybe an apology, maybe an explanation. They want you to know that it wasn't personal, and it isn't personal. I feel like it's causing them heartbreak, knowing that you think it's so personal when it isn't, but they struggle to know how to communicate to you. They're blocked when it comes to communication. I feel like this is someone who has had to protect themselves throughout their life in a very severe kind of way, because there was communication difficulties when this person was growing up, is what I'm feeling. Either harsh communication that they tried to protect themselves from, or just a lack of communication when they were growing up, emotional unavailability from family. So this is creating a lot of delays and obstacles. They want to give you this offer, whatever it may be, but they feel like you've put walls up to them, and so that's creating delays and obstacles. But they're really kicking themselves. They're really feeling much more enthusiastic because of some kind of tower moment. They're now wanting to take action. They feel a lot of passion for you. They may realize that they, you know, were all talk and no action. But this Ace of Wands, to me, is really representing that they always did truly want to take action. But when, you know, they want to take action, but the obstacles was this. All this heartbreak, not being able to see clearly, not loving themselves, creating fears. But they're holding on to you as well. They're holding on to your connection. They're definitely thinking about this injustice and imbalance, a give and take. They want to make a fresh start in your connection. We have please listen as well. So they're hoping that you're going to hear them out. I feel like this is like the offer they're going to give you is like this communication. I feel like they weren't communicating well at all in the past. And this was an unhealthy dynamic, and so the universe had to intervene and create this separation between you both so that this person could see clearly. So like I said earlier, it's very interesting. The swords are about mind and perception. The clouds meant they couldn't see clearly. What they are seeing clearly now is what I'm feeling, because this is directly under the heart, is they are beginning to really see and understand that they are lovable. They're beginning to really see and understand that it's their own thoughts that are holding them back in that dark place. So they are reprioritizing their thoughts is what I'm mostly feeling. They're so grateful for you and to you, for you being so nurturing, so loving. They've learned a major soul lesson here, and I feel like you have as well, to do with healthy boundaries, and also for you to do with not basing your sense of self-worth on anyone else, how they treat you or their actions or reactions to you, what they do or what they don't do. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and that it's been helpful. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me to grow my channel. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon, and that notifies you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then the link to sign up to those are below this video in the description box. So thank you so much. So this is set of cards number 4, which is the Aura Quartz Point. I love this. And you have the, what's it called? I can't remember what this is called. Playing cards and the Lenormand deck as well. So what is this person currently thinking? The 8 of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The 6 of Pentacles. The King of Wands. The King of Cups. The 6 of Wands. The Ace of Cups. The 7 of Swords. the King of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Snake, the Stork, the Sun, the Clover, and the Bear. So what this person is thinking is that they really want to be a good provider for you. They want to be a good partner. There's 3 kings here. I see this as someone that is mature, or they're ascending to become much more mature. King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords, an Ace of Cups. Like, this person has an open heart. They feel a lot of love for you. They see you as someone very successful. It could be financially, but in a more broader sense, these pentacles here to me are representing, like, they're seeing you as someone very stable, someone very grounding, someone very mature. And so I feel like this person is a match to you in that sense. They are very mature as well. And they're working hard on your relationship. They're working hard to be the best version of themselves for you. They see you as their soulmate or their twin flame, because this 8 is like the infinity symbol to me. In your reading, it's like they want to be your equal. They see that you are their equal. I feel like this is someone who's very hardworking, who's very upfront, very honest, very open-hearted, very emotionally mature. I feel like they're someone who is good at communicating. And so they feel like they've met their match when it comes to you. I feel like they've experienced a lot of drama in their life in the past. They may have experienced partners who were like this snake energy or betrayed them. That this person may have some trust issues because they have experienced deception in their past, is what I'm feeling. I feel like this person may also be going through family struggles, like, because the Stork here to me is saying about family. And this, I feel like it's relating to this snake energy. There may be someone in their family who is manipulative or controlling or abusive in some kind of way. And this King of Swords, I feel like, because it's come out after the deception energy, they are cutting this person down. They are speaking their truth. They may have held back for a long time when it came to speaking their truth or standing up for themselves. They didn't know how to have healthy boundaries in the past. They didn't know how to listen to the red flags. They had a very big heart, very generous person, very overgiving to people who really weren't worth it. So now this person's graduated into the King of Swords energy, and they're cutting themselves loose. They're speaking their truth. They're standing up for themselves. They're having healthy boundaries. They see you as someone who's very supportive. You've shone a lot of light on them. I feel like they're very supportive for you as well. And they see you as their dream come true. The Clover, they feel like really happy that you're in their life, very grateful, very lucky to be with you. But this is an alignment, because to me, I'm seeing the 2 there, alignment. I feel like you've both been through really difficult experiences when it comes to relationships. I feel like you both gave your all in relationships only to experience these snakes type people, deceptive people, people who were taking whatever you were giving, but weren't giving back equally, or were manipulating and abusing you. So I feel like for some of you, this may even be the person that you're going to meet and you haven't met them yet. You're going to meet like your true soulmate, your true match for some of you. So they want this balance of give and take. They see you as someone very generous and they want to be equally generous. I'm noticing the only king that isn't here is the King of Pentacles, and it's interesting because you have the Queen of Pentacles. So they're already mastered all these other areas like love, and you've helped them, I feel, to really have a lot of motivation when it comes to their goals and dreams. And this is someone who takes action. So they've mastered that as well, and they're mastering like speaking their truth. But you know, they may the one king that's left is the King of Pentacles. So it's very interesting that you're the Queen of Pentacles. So you may like be complimentary to them because you're like the missing piece and they're the missing piece to you, if that makes sense. They may see you as generous, like financially with them. They may have some like financial issues or something like that for some of them. They want this equal give and take. They want to be generous with you in return. So they're working really hard to build themselves up, either financially or it could be in some other way. Whatever way it resonates. They feel like you've been very generous with them and they want to give that equally, because they're really grateful to you and they really know that you're worth, them fully opening their heart to you and giving their all in this relationship. And I really feel like they are. 6 of Wands as well. Yeah, this is victory after a battle. So that goes alongside that snake kind of energy as well. And it's a 6, which is the number of love. So victory and love after going through a lot of struggles in previous relationships. They really see that you've opened their heart because you've shone all this light on them, all this generosity. You've really been supportive, you've really been genuine with them. And that's really helped them to open their heart. And the 10 of Cups, they really see you as the one that they want to be with. And they may want a family with you. They may want marriage with you because there's 2 of these rainbows here, which are taken from the 10 of Cups in the traditional tarot. So that's really interesting. 3 of them have appeared here. The happy relationship, the happy family, having it all. This is the conclusion that they want. The Clover, feeling really lucky, really grateful to have you in their life. Seeing with the 2 there that you're equal partners, maybe even thinking about children with you as well. The Sun in the tarot shows the children or the child as well, so it could be relating to that as well there. And the Bear, they really want to be strong for you. They want to work hard, and again it's like be a good provider. This person is a very strong, mature person, is what I'm feeling. And yeah, they see how valuable, I don't mean that in a negative way, or I don't mean that in like financial way. They really value you, is what I'm trying to say. And so they're putting in their all. They're putting in 110% into the connection, is what I'm feeling. So I really hope this reading has resonated with you and that it's been helpful. And if it has, then please like, share and subscribe. It really helps me to grow my channel. And if you do subscribe, please tap the bell icon and that will notify you every time I release a new reading. And if you would like additional readings every single week, which are exclusive to my email subscribers, then please sign up to those by clicking on the link in the description box below this video. So thank you so much. Take care. Bye.